Meet Maria, a hard-working single mom who runs a small coffee shop, pouring her heart into every cup she serves. Have you ever judged someone too quickly, only to find out there's more to their story than you thought? Today, we're sharing a story about Maria and a big-shot CEO named Daniel. A story about assumptions, surprises, and a little bit of humility. Before we get started, we'd love to know, where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments so we can bring you more stories that connect with you. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free, and it means you won't miss any of our upcoming tales. Ready? Let's dive into the story. It's a busy Tuesday morning in Seattle, and the air smells like rain and fresh coffee. Inside a cozy little cafe called Brew Haven, Maria is behind the counter. She's 32, with dark hair tied up in a messy ponytail, and she's wearing a faded apron over a plain black shirt. Tattoos peek out from her sleeves, little stars and flowers she got years ago. She looks tired, but her smile is warm as she hands a latte to a regular customer. "Have a good one," she says, her voice soft but friendly. In the corner, her 5-year-old son, Ethan, sits coloring at a small table. Maria's been up since 5 a.m., juggling the shop and Ethan, but she loves this place. It's hers. Built from nothing after she left a bad relationship that left her bruised, broke, and scared. Across the counter, the line is growing. People in suits, students with backpacks, moms with strollers. They all come to Brew Haven because the coffee's good and the prices are fair. Maria moves fast, steaming milk, wiping spills, chatting with folks. She doesn't have a big staff, just her and a part-time helper, Jess, who's late today. It's hard work, but it keeps the lights on and Ethan fed. Then the door swings open, and in walks Daniel Carter. He's 45, tall, with slick hair and a sharp gray suit that screams money. He's the CEO of TechPulse, a big software company downtown. Daniel's not a regular. He's here because his assistant raved about the coffee, and he's got a meeting nearby. He steps up to the counter, phone in one hand, tapping impatiently. Maria looks up. "Hi, welcome to Brew Haven. What can I get?" "You?" she asks, wiping her hands on her apron. Daniel barely glances at her. "Black coffee. Large. Make it quick," he says, his tone flat. Maria nods and turns to pour it. As she does, Daniel looks her up and down. The tattoos, the worn-out apron, the messy hair. He smirks a little. "Nice place," he says, but his voice drips with sarcasm. "Bet it's tough keeping up with all this talent?" Maria freezes for a second, the coffee pot in her hand. She's heard stuff like this before. People assuming she's just a low-wage worker with no brains or dreams. She turns back, sets the cup down, and says calmly, "It's 3:50. Thanks for stopping by." Her voice is steady, but inside, she's stinging. Ethan looks up from his coloring book, his big brown eyes watching. Daniel pulls out a crisp $20 bill and tosses it on the counter. "Keep the change. Looks like you need it more than I do," he says with a cold laugh. Then he grabs his coffee and walks out, leaving Maria standing there, cheeks burning. A couple of customers nearby shift uncomfortably, but no one says anything. Maria takes a deep breath, forces a smile, and moves on to the next order. She's not about to let one rude guy ruin her day, or Ethan's. Fast forward a week. Daniel's back at TechPulse, sitting in his fancy office with glass walls and a view of the city. Things aren't going great. A big product launch flopped, and the internet's buzzing with bad reviews. His PR team's in a panic. Hashtags like "Chuck your TechPulse fail" are trending on X, and the company's stock is dipping. Daniel's barking orders, stressed and snappy. "We need something to fix this. Now," he tells his assistant, Claire. Claire hesitates, then says, "What about a feel-good story? Something local? Real? People love that?" Daniel rolls his eyes. "Fine. Find me something. Just make it good." Claire nods and gets to work. That same day, Maria's at Brew Haven closing up. It's been a long one. Ethan's asleep in the back room, curled up on a beanbag with his crayons scattered around. Maria's sweeping when her phone buzzes. It's a text from Jess. Check X. You're trending. Confused, Maria opens the app. There's a post from a customer who was in the shop that morning Daniel came in. It's a short video, shaky but clear. It shows Daniel's snarky comments, Maria's calm reply, and Ethan watching quietly. The caption reads, "This mom owns Brew Haven. Built it herself after escaping abuse. Rude guy didn't know who he was messing with. Support local. Watch her real heroes." Maria stares at the screen. The post has thousands of likes, retweets, comments. People are calling her tough, inspiring, a fighter. Someone even started a hashtag, Brew Haven Strong. Her hands shake a little. She's not used to this. Attention makes her nervous. But then she smiles. Maybe this could help the shop. Back at TechPulse, Claire rushes into Daniel's office. "Boss, you need to see this," she says, holding up her phone. Daniel watches the video, his face going pale. "That's me," he mutters. Claire nods. "It's everywhere. People are trashing you, and us, online. But the woman, Maria? They love her." Daniel leans back in his chair, rubbing his temples. He's not just embarrassed. He's in trouble. The last thing TechPulse needs is him looking like a jerk on top of everything else. The next morning, Daniel's back at Brew Haven. The place is packed, way busier than usual thanks to the viral post. Maria's behind the counter, moving double time. A little overwhelmed but grateful. Daniel steps inside, no suit this time, just jeans and a jacket. Heads turn. A few people whisper. He walks up to the counter. Maria sees him and tenses. "What can I get you?" she asks, her tone polite but guarded. Daniel clears his throat. "Look, Maria, I was an idiot the other day. I didn't know your story, and I shouldn't have said what I did. I'm sorry." His voice is low, sincere, not the cocky guy from before. Maria blinks, surprised. Ethan peeks out from the back, curious. The room's quieter now. People are listening. Maria setsu, down a mug she's cleaning. "Thanks for saying that. It hurt, you know. I work hard. For him," she says, nodding toward Ethan. Daniel nods too. "I get it, and I saw what people are saying online. You're the real deal. My company's in a mess right now, and I could use someone like you. Someone who knows how to fight through tough stuff. Would you ever think about consulting for us? Paid, of course. Good money." Maria's eyes widen. "Consulting? For a tech company?" She almost laughs, but Daniel's serious. "I'm no expert," she says. "I just run a coffee shop." Daniel shakes his head. "You built this place from scratch. That's more than most of my team can say. Think about it." He slides her a card. With his number, then adds, "Oh, and the coffee's on me today, for everyone." He pulls out his wallet and drops a stack of bills on the counter. The crowd murmurs, some clapping. Maria takes the card, still stunned. "I'll think about it," she says finally. Daniel nods, grabs his coffee, and leaves, this time with a small, respectful smile. As the day goes on, Maria's phone keeps buzzing. Customers, reporters, even a local news station wanting to talk. By night, she's sitting with Ethan, looking at that card. Maybe this is her chance, not just for money, but to show him anything's possible. And Daniel? Back at his office, he's scrolling. X again. The hashtags are shifting. TechPulse turnaround is picking up, thanks to his apology and the buzz about Maria. For once, he's not the hero of the story, and he's okay with that. So that was the story of Maria, a mom who turned a tough life into something amazing and showed a big-shot CEO what really matters. What did you think? Have you ever met someone like Maria who surprised you? Let us know in the comments. If her story hit home for you, please hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, but it helps us bring you more stories like this. Thanks for watching, have a good day, and we'll see you next time.